Welcome back to the final segment of Investing with Confidence, talking about those do's and the don'ts, the day in the life of a trader or an investor. A lot of people think it's very high stress. A lot of people think it's like the movies, taking as many trades as you can. It's letting price come to you and let your investments or your capital work for you. If you happen to miss 2 tickets for that investing class that we do right here in Bloomington, call 952-814-4410. When you do that, you're going to receive the Cryptocurrency Foundations course. There's a couple topics on that cryptocurrency course. The history of cryptocurrency, understanding blockchain technology, and then there's 5 steps to using cryptocurrency. So when you register for one of these free classes, we do these on the week. During the week, we also have these on the weekend. You're going to receive that cryptocurrency course. And Al, we want to get into a woman's best friend. And it's not diamonds today. It's gold. We're going to talk about those golden years. And it's when most people, they kind of wait for those golden years to enjoy life and have the best time of their lives, right? But it's unfortunate that a lot of people don't have enough capital or don't have enough money to enjoy that in retirement years, right? So what are some of the things that you do right now that's helping people have the potential to reach those golden years and being able to do those fun things in life?
Yeah, well, here's the advice that oftentimes I see Wall Street give people, and it frustrates me to hear this, but what they'll tell you is, hey, while you're building up those assets to retire on, learn to live on less. Cut back on things. Cut back on some of the things like maybe you're spending too much money at Starbucks or going out for dinner too much. I mean, does that add enjoyment to your life or take it away? And then when you go into retirement, what the goal there is cut back while you're working, while you're still accumulating assets so you can add things when you retire. But then when you go into retirement, what's their advice? Learn to live on less. Get a smaller house, keep your car longer. Start cutting back on things. The last thing you want to do to have your golden years, your fun years in retirement is the day you retire, have to take a piece of paper and write down the things you're going to cut out of your life.
Yeah. So what do you do to help people not get there, not do that?
Okay. Well, first of all, people should understand that for the most part, what they're relying on for retirement was never intended to be the primary source of retirement. And that's your 401k or your 403bs. Basically, they were a replacement for pension funds that maybe your parents or your grandparents had that they could rely on. That's where the responsibility was on the company to make sure that they were funded and that the pension fund manager was performing properly. Then all of a sudden, somebody, Ted Bina was his name, by the way, that really created 401ks. In the 80s, the early 80s, they were introduced, and the companies all of a sudden thought, you know what? I don't have to have these pension plans. I don't have to be responsible. We can just have this 401k, 403b, where we'll give you a list of things you can invest in. We'll take a little bit of each paycheck and put it in there, and then you're going to be great.
So I'll just sorry to interrupt you there for a second. So if somebody has a 401k, what are some of the options that they have?
Well, pretty much limited to only upside benefits. So the market or the assets have to go up in value to benefit. If they go down or sideways, you're going to lose money. But typically they're mutual funds, maybe some stock, maybe some exchange-traded funds, but all positioned in a way where, again, you are directional. You only can benefit if the market goes up.
So when you understand market timing, how do you make better decisions in there then?
Well, you make better decisions, first of all, by using a strategy that helps you identify where the activity is going to take place. Every mutual fund has a chart, just like a stock does. And what we do is teach people how to read a chart to identify those areas where big buyers and big sellers are just kind of sitting there, kind of in ambush, like you in your duck or in your deer blind or whatever you
deer
call
stand, yeah.
Deer stand. I guess it's a duck blind, isn't it? You can tell I'm not a hunter, but you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I think our listeners do too.
So there are maybe millions of buy orders in a certain price range and millions of sell orders in a certain price area. Once you can identify where those are, then you can identify if something is moving towards one or another. And we show you how this works in these classes, but that allows you to make better choices within your retirement accounts. But one of the things that is a disadvantage that's pretty hard to get around, we can help you maybe minimize it, but it's the impact of fees. Fees that you are paying basically for giving you the right to make your own decision in those retirement accounts, that can take a huge amount away from what you could have in retirement. So the other thing that we really guide our students on is self-directing. And a lot of people, Josh, don't even know they have the ability to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can set up a self-directed IRA, a Roth IRA. If you leave a company for any reason, you can roll your 401k, 403b money into that self-directed plan. You're already making your own decisions, but this way you have many more choices. You can participate in all three market directions. You can have protection on your assets. You can use the leveraged assets we talk about, a number of things that give you the opportunity to really increase the gold of the golden years in retirement.
Yeah, and you kind of have me, I was just kind of thinking of a story since I was a young child, I've always saved money, but I always just did it and didn't even know I did it because you would put money every single week from like a checking into a savings, and you do that automatically.
You get used to it.
You get used to it, so it's like it doesn't even happen. And that's a good thing for people in their 401ks, right. But what happens is people forget about it. Mm-hmm. And that's detrimental for people's 401ks because you want to be proactive and be able to make better decisions as markets are going up, as markets are going down, and getting into better positions, maybe lowering your cost. Mm-hmm. And if you need that help, Al, you teach these investing classes for people that have 401ks, IRAs, that want to catch up on what they have or maybe want to be more proactive and making smarter decisions in there. These classes are for those people that have those. So callers 1 through 10, I want to invite you to this investing class right here in Bloomington to learn more about your 401k, to hopefully get to those golden years of your lives, which is that retirement, which everybody is striving for at one point. Doing that with confidence. Call 952-814-4410 for 2 tickets. These classes are free in Bloomington. You can also text the word INVEST to the number 484848. When you do that, you're going to receive a link back in a text. Click the link and pick a date. You're also going to receive a Cryptocurrency Foundations course. If you want to learn more about what cryptocurrency actually is, this course is for you. Now, Al, we have a lot of topics we talk about every single week, and we talked about the golden years here right now, but you have to learn the skills and do that because the markets are a great thing. It's a great wealth opportunity, but you got to take a little bit of action, and you need a community behind you to help you make better decisions and make those decisions with confidence, especially if you're brand new. Talk a little bit about the community that Online Trading Academy has.
Well, it's one of the unique things I think that really sets OTA apart is that there is this community aspect. And you pretty much have to have a bricks and mortar location to do that, a place where people can meet, they can get together, maybe share trading ideas, help to kind of motivate each other. And you've probably heard this saying, Josh, that you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Yeah, that was much better than last time.
So choose wisely is the bottom line there.
Yes.
And we find a lot of our students that have been around for a while that are doing very well, they're more than happy to help some of the newer students here. But it's great when you get a number of people together. The combined mind power just it expands.
Yeah.
And they come up with ideas maybe they wouldn't have thought of on their own. But we have a lot of activities here where
especially
students can
Tuesday. Tuesdays and Saturdays we call it Touchpoint Tuesday and Touchpoint Saturday.
Yeah.
And gosh, every time I swear, sometimes we do different classes here, and we put, we set up chairs for it, make sure we have enough chairs, and it's like we're putting more chairs in sometimes. There's so many people wanting to learn more and help each other out, make
Correct.
Smarter decisions. It's been packed on these different events that we have, but especially like this community that we have, and we have thousands of students that have came, through Online Trading Academy. Especially for this free class that I've been giving away tickets for. We've had over 500,000 people
probably over
attend
600,000 now, I think, actually.
And then also we do surveys after all of our classes, and running at about a 94.4 satisfactory rate. Now, that's pretty darn good. We got 5% to go. We got a little work to go. There's always room for improvement, and that's based off of 200,000 post-class surveys.
Yeah.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, and one of the reasons we do that is to find out if people have suggestions that maybe we can incorporate into our classes and into the tools that we provide for them.
Yeah, it's how to collaborate and just make smarter investing decisions. Do that as a community. That way you're not alone. You don't want to be making investment decisions alone because that's boring. You got to be able to do that with a community, help you walk you through that. That helps bring that confidence and consistency. And now we have a lot of people that want to be a part of a community, investment community, where they make smarter decisions and they do that with other people and sometimes help other people as well. It's a great community. So I want to give away one last set of tickets to an investing class to get started. Hopefully we can reach those golden years, and let's do that together. Call 952-814-4410 for 2 tickets to this investing class right here in Bloomington. In these classes, we go through how to time the market by letting price come to you, our step-by-step, rules-based strategy for trading any asset in any market, but also how to manage risk and navigate these great volatile markets. 952-814-4410. You can also text the word INVEST to the number 484848. When you do that, you're going to receive a text back right away. There's going to be a link in there. Click the link, pick a date for the class. You're also going to get that cryptocurrency course when you do that. Al, we always have a lot of fun talking on this show, and I always look forward to one thing every single week, and that's that OTA tip of the week. Let's hear it.
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, we find a lot of people just kind of settle for mediocrity in their financial lives. So here's a couple things you can do to make sure that doesn't happen to you. Do things no one else is willing to do. People are going to tell you you can't do this, it's too hard, it's too complicated. Typically, those are people that don't understand how to do it, or maybe tried and couldn't do it on their own. So don't let them sentence you to an average life. You know, you're obligated to take care of yourself and your family. Why not give yourself and your family the best life imaginable? And then never surrender on the things you truly want. Most average people give up as soon as things get tough, and then they complain that they never got what they wanted. So ask yourself, what do you want? What do you truly desire? Whatever it is, however impossible it seems, never surrender, never give up on it, and never settle for anything less than that.
Yeah, what we do in these 2-hour investing classes is actually start everyone down a path of investing and trading with the big institutions, identifying where to buy and where to sell, but also how to protect your retirement. I mean, no one ever taught us proper investing in school, but remember, there's power when discovering what investing is all about. That's real financial comfort. 952-814-4410 for 2 tickets. Same time, same place. Till then, next week, retire young, my friends.